recognized from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Omarova, congratulations on your nomination. And thank you for meeting with me several weeks ago to discuss your worldview and your priorities should you be confirmed. My first question for you is, can you please comment on the implications for fiat currencies of the latest developments in financial technology, such as, for example, the proliferation and evolution of cryptocurrency technology?
Yes, thank you, Senator, for asking this very complex and very important question. I believe that now we are in the midst of a transformational period when the new technology has allowed the rise of digital currencies, particularly privately issued currencies, that offer a lot of potential benefits from the perspective of efficiency of payments, for example, efficiency of transactions in financial system, potentially increasing the level of financial inclusion because it's so easy and much cheaper now to transact in digital assets and digital currencies. All of that aside, it does raise a lot of issues with respect to the ability of our nation to maintain the dominant status of the US dollar in the global economy. Because the reason why we've been so far able to maintain that status, in addition to us, Americans, having the most dynamic and diverse and strong economy in the world, has been the fact that the Federal Reserve has been able to maintain the sort of the value of the dollar and to maintain the money supply in the economy so that our economy can thrive. And my concern is, and it's not only my concern of a lot of academics, is that in the system where a lot of private actors, particularly big private actors like Facebook, for example, can issue their own version of currency that can potentially outpace and even misplace the US dollar, that could have implications far beyond what we typically consider in the banking regulatory sphere, but it might undermine our monetary sovereignty and the value of the dollar.
Thank you. And what would be the implications, in your view, for monetary policymakers of the emergence of such privately issued digital currencies that were able to function effectively as media of exchange and stores of value?
Right. So currently, all the central bankers and many policymakers around the world are actively and intensely debating precisely that question that you've raised, Senator. And there are different options, potential options that different countries and different sets of policymakers might prefer. Congress could choose to regulate, for example, privately issued stablecoins that can compete with the official sovereign money, or Congress or policymakers could choose to enable the central bank, the Federal Reserve, to issue digital dollar, central bank digital currency, and make those decisions as they go.
And what, in your view, would be the potential utility of such a central bank digital currency, and how would it differ in its functionality and its implications for how capital markets and commerce unfold in the United States and around the world from traditional cash?
So, Senator, central bank digital currency, like any digital currency, would make a couple of things easier to achieve in the financial system than they are today. One is the efficiency of moving money around. And that's very important because the efficiency of payments, the efficiency of transactions is an incredible risk-reducing tool in the financial system. The other thing is access. With the new technology and particularly the issuance of CBDC or any other private stablecoins, it's much easier to enable everybody to have access to money. The one potential advantage of CBDC over private stablecoins is that it will be issued subject to statutory mandate, legal decisions made by democratically elected lawmakers like yourselves. And so that would allow the central bank, under the oversight of Congress, for example, or the legislature, to ensure that everybody has fair access to the new form of money.
Thank you for your testimony. Congratulations again on your nomination. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Thank you. Senator Haggerty from Tennessee is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.